Haskins wants to invite you to his incredible adventure in search for cryptids, evidence, Bigfoot, Dogman, the black dog of Meriden. Many times since he was at young age, he's had encountered phenomena that cannot be explained. There's so much outdoors we don't know, so much we still don't comprehend. Outside is where we seek for these answers. Find it's about getting out there. Join us or check on YouTube for our previous episodes. Believe me, evidence is hidden on plain sight. CCIS is on the road, yeah.
Hi everybody, gorgeous day today. We are going to Mount Easter Preserve in Sharon, and it's on the Appalachian Trail, so it finally happened, people. And yes, the Appalachian Trail runs through Connecticut. If you look, you'll see we are just 1 mile away from our destination. Might have used an AI to ask for new places, might have, and it told me that it was nearby, but of course it made a mistake. It's not nearby, but we found, so far this is just incredible. So Appalachian Trail, here we come. Okay, so the road going up to where we wanted to go to, and we head to these places out of the blue. Mount Easter Preserve in Sharon. You would need some kind of military vehicle to go up there. Our Squatch Mobile is not going to make it, so it's definitely not military grade. And I wasn't kidding. It was rugged. Just getting here was crazy. We are in the swamp. We're about to go over to the kiosk, but if you look in here, you can see these bowls. Well, if you look, there's sunfish, and they're in the bass family. Do you see those, camera person, those fish? Do you see them? So those are nests, as they're called, bluegill nests, and their babies are either juvenile or just about to hatch, and they're there protecting them. And if you're a real fisherman, okay, which, I don't fish anymore, but I was serious about it. You don't fish the nests, or you're some kind of crappy, unethical fisherman. So don't do that. Right now, you can see what they're doing. Anything that goes there, they're just going to chase it away. Maybe not eat it, but they're very easy to hook. And then they're not there to be able to protect the nest. And this swamp is just bursting with life. The Appalachian Trail is right here. Wow. Let's get over to the kiosk and see what this is. A swamp, so let's see what it is. But right now, I can tell you, this place is bursting with life. Okay, so it's Roy Swamp Wildlife Management Area. And I gotta tell you, man, this place is as squatchy as it gets, and we're in a proper swamp. So there you go, camera person. Camera person says they've never seen a proper swamp. And we're gonna look up what the actual definition of a swamp is. We did bring our dog today. We're gonna get over there. I saw a car, so maybe we can hike around here a little bit. And this has become our alternative. But we're squatching on the Appalachian Trail. So we're squatching on the Appalachian Trail. This place, Roy Swamp Wildlife Management Area, is incredibly beautiful. And they do allow hunting here, so wear blaze orange if you come here during the seasons. Gonna do a howl here. This place is incredible. I was not expecting that. Well, we brought the panda with us, and as always, he's whining, but we love him, and we're definitely not letting him go in that swampy water. I know you want me to. Yeah, but you don't have to smell it. All right, let's get him in the car. We're moving him. All right, so this is a white trail off of the Appalachian Trail. There are just a million trails all throughout this place. Land preserve after land preserve. We were just at the Autobahn, and that looked really nice. Had like a swampy marsh area, but they said no dogs. So he didn't let me go in. So this place didn't have a name. I could just tell you we're gonna call it Squatch Central. Well, you can see how dry it is. We have been going through a crazy heat wave. We just had what we're getting is dry heat, and then these torrential rains. You saw when we were at Con Preserve, that whole trail was washed out. But I was telling the camera person that where we are today, this is real. This is a white trail, not a blue trail. And we're in there deep. This is Appalachian Trail territory. Woo! I don't know, I just get a feeling we're gonna get some kind of response today. I just got a feeling. I wish I could tell you the name of this place, but there's so many crisscrossing trails, nothing's marked. Okay, we'll go check this out and then we'll go over this bridge. You got tracks of something. All right, I'm going with raccoon here. Look at that, just like a little hand, right? But that's one big ass canine track. Holy crap. Oh, and you can see what it will look like. That's okay though, that's okay. We can see his tracks next to the other canines and show he's loving it. And we love him. This is actually not bad, it's sand. This is the kind of stuff for everybody that grew up in my generation. I was born mid-60s. You'll remember like all the stuff about quicksand and how to survive it. This is quicksand. This is genuine quicksand. You step in there, you'll probably lose a shoe at best, if not just get stuck completely. You know, there's ways to get out of it, but that's genuine spring-fed quicksand. I'm gonna step in it and see what happens. This is pickerel weed, I believe. I believe it's, no, I think that's arrowroot. Yeah, that's arrowroot. And arrowroot is in the alum family and the onion family. Oh, this is nice here. Woo! It is so peaceful here, people. I mean, I just feel this serenity here. You agree, camera person? Other than the bugs? All right, let's see if I can get back without sinking in this quicksand. That's the real deal. You just want me to fall in. I know, that's a new thing. All right, let's cross this bridge. Oh, wow. You see this plant here? Okay. You see it, right? It's got the stem, it's got these sort of serrated leaves here. You see this going on here? This lasterine. This is wild lettuce. This is an edible plant. This is what they get lettuce cultivar from. This, however, they also call it opium lettuce because it's highly sedative. You can make all kinds of tinctures and gums and resins out of this stuff. You can eat it raw. That is bitter. That has numbing qualities. Wow. I've tasted my share of wild lettuce, and that's potent. There's a couple different varieties. I'm guessing this one is the potent one. We're gonna check ourselves for ticks today. You just mentioned ticks and you get itchy, right, camera person? Like, even there watching this, are you people feeling that? Yeah. Wow. So, you could see the water's very shallow there and very shallow there. And if you look down here, you will see all of these fish trapped in here, just like a tidal pool, right? But this, we'll call it a drought pool. And there are no doubt many species of fish and crayfish in here. Up north we say crayfish. Down south you say crawdads. And I live down south, so crawdads, little freshwater lobster, guys, crustacean. Anyhow, this deeper part is where the trout are going to be, and I can see fish hitting the surface. So you could target a place like this if you had to. This is cool in here. Wow. So he's cooling off, and as you see, he will get muddy, but I can tell, look at that, how clean that is. No mud at all, and look at that, he is loving that. So, whoa, I almost fell in. You know it'll happen one of these days. It ain't happening today. Hell, no, not today. But he couldn't get up and over, so he just went that way. It's a little panda gator. You ready, mister? Let me call him this way. Hey, come this way. Come on. Miss, come on. There. Well, you don't have to film that. Jeez, my plumber's cracked. Come on. Come on, Mears. Good boy. Come on, Mears. This way. He'll find his way. He's a good dog. We love him. Oh, be kind to your pets. And you should check out what Edgar Casey, the American, the dream prophet, said about dogs and cats. I'm just going to let you know that you should check that out. It's fascinating. See if we can get up before we move on. So you're going to have to check that out yourself and see, but it's real interesting. Anyhow, be nice to your pets. Look at this birch. Wow, that's massive birch. Now I'm starting to look for structures in here because I don't see a whole lot of tree fall. A lot of this is riparian, is smaller trees. Oh, here we go, uphill. Appalachian Trail down. Free. I feel that wild lettuce. Good stuff. That's medicine, folks. That's real medicine. Native Americans used it extensively for painkillers. Well, so far as white trails go, this one's really not that bad because some of the blue trails we go on are crazy. Oh, Con Preserve, I'm sure that's a nice trail if it didn't wash out in a crazy, almost flooding like rain. There's an interesting twist. You know, I talked about it before, the brakes. And this one is, bang, split, right? Split. And I also have a theory that when they're along trails like this, that's a marker. You stay on the trail, that's my side. I gotta tell you, people, everybody out there, just by the way, track your way to our like and subscribe. Check out our social media. Check the merch at our store. And remember, that's right, it's all about getting out there. Water down there. hickory nut is still in there. Looks like you see that black beetles have been in, grubs have been in there, little worm. Good forage base. I made a hickory nut bread. I gathered a whole bunch of these, shelled them out. 8 days later, I had enough for a cake. A bread. A lot of work. They're tiny, but they are packed with carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, nutrients, essential fatty acids, and things like that. Highly caloric. We're not going any further up. You see from these mountain ranges over here. And that just goes up, 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 and up, and up. And, you know, the Appalachian Trail stretches from Georgia to Maine. Maine, yeah, baby. But it comes through the northwest part of Connecticut, which is the squatchiest part of Connecticut. Let me go that way, because use the mountain to sort of echo. Woo! It's squatchy here. It's hot though. This is where they would be in these higher elevations. But I'm not seeing, and I'm just not seeing any indications. What do you think, camera person? It's not squatchy here. No. Well, we tried to get you out of the White Memorial. We tried to get you out of Mohawk Mountain. But that's where the stuff is happening. This has like Dogman feel to it, you know? Come charging down at you. How would you do a Dogman call? I always thought about a dog whistle, you know? See, that's how I think. Like, okay, my dog can hear it. I can't hear it, but what if I got out here in the woods and went dog whistling? I don't know, how do you... Ah! Ah! You know, in fishing, this term skunked. Skunked means you didn't catch anything. You spent all day, you spent $10,000 in lures, put yourself in debt, lost your house, lost your wife, just like a country song, right? Skunked means you didn't get anything. And I think that's a good term for CCIS, because today we're getting skunked. It's just, I don't know. Anyway, we love you. Let's see if we can't find something else. Day's still ahead of us, so we got you out here on the Appalachian Trail, baby, and there is all kinds of stuff going on. Tons of encounters. So you can go squatching with CCIS all damn year long. We might get skunked, but we might not, right? We never know. We're not done with today, but we will guarantee you an adventure in a place that you haven't seen before. Hey, this stuff, this bug repellent's actually working this time. Because when you stop, they get you. So a place you haven't seen before, get you tuckered out in the woods. Man, this squatch, it just keeps going straight up. It's crazy. It's all about getting out there, people. Well, here's an X. That just, you know, that's just a normal tree fall, but that's what we're looking for. But, you know, freestanding way up there on its own. But no, this just got, this piece snapped, came to the ground, this piece leaned back. Maybe. I'll tell you, you gotta get out this way though. The drive in here was just incredible. And you know, we'll probably come back this way in the fall. It'd just be incredible. And in the winter, when you can see out here, that might be nice. Of course, climbing up these rocks in the snow. Well, that's what we do for you people, you know. You're welcome. Oh. Man, I could have swore. So there's noises coming from that way. Camera person's thinking there's some kind of activity. And I'm saying I keep hearing noises that way. I don't know what it is. It sounds like distant thuds. But then camera person was saying, well, you know, maybe someone will be waiting for us. And I said, well, last time I checked the regulations, squatching wasn't illegal. And you don't need a license unless you know who everybody. Unless you're Richard Sear. Then you need a license, and then it never gets there. Unless Kim Jong-il is willing to send it out of Pyongyang, North Korea. But I don't think they take lightly to squatching in North Korea. It's probably not something that they're big on. I could say stuff, but we're non-political here, but everybody knows what's going on. Squatch hates both parties equally, just so you know. Squatch hates all political parties equally. Man, this is treacherous through here. And whoever carved these steps, this is crazy. That's not natural. I don't mean to lecture you, our lovely audience, but we don't want you to end up in a bad situation. Eating toxic mushrooms, poisonous mushrooms, toxic berries that you randomly see, even if you're just tasting them as you're hiking, don't do that. That's what I'm for. Okay, that's what I'm for. Haven't heard any birds, haven't seen any animals, just bugs. Even the cicadas aren't buzzing. Distant crickets. I was telling camera person, we're in Cornwall. Right now, we went into Sharon, now we're in Cornwall. And DT, Dudleytown, is just right over there. We don't go there, we don't have any business there. But I did just hear a military helicopter flying over that area. Old Black Hawk, something. Probably nothing, but could be something. Well, it was interesting because up there was no cicadas or nothing. We get down here and they're just going crazy. But also, there was no tracks of any kind up there, no game trails or anything, and it was eerily quiet. And if that's the kind of, Dudleytown's right over there, so if this is the kind of terrain that they tried to farm back in the day, I could just tell you, look, the sun's up. It's so dark in there and back here, especially back here, that's what they meant by dark forest. And this is called a hollow between two mountain points. And it's all rocky and just, there's not like even a whole lot of edible vegetation here, wild forage base. So they wouldn't have had a good time. And it could have been just abandoned for lack of productivity in the agriculture. It could have been that simple. Could have been that simple. Other than what, I don't care about the whole haunting thing in the Dudley family. That doesn't interest me at all. I know about it. What does interest me is the reports of creatures coming out of the woods at night. And back in the day, you wouldn't have known. They would have just called them wild men, like the Winstead wild man. But that they said creatures coming out of the woods at night. That interests me. Don't go there. And don't eat wild mushrooms. Unless you know what you're doing. I got some friends that know what they're doing. A lot of fish in here. There's a little frog right there. And he is just, oh, and there's a crayfish. I wonder if I could catch that one. All right, well, I'm sorry, frog. He's gonna have to jump because I want to grab that crayfish. Right there, but there's a crayfish right there. I bet I can get him. Oh, he's moving. No, they have little claws on them. He turned around to face me, which means now I won't have much of a chance. Sorry, frog. I keep kicking this poor frog out. I can't even see him now. Almost had him. Yeah, I'm making so much noise and jumping around that that's one of these little guys. Not a big fan of disturbing stones in the water, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? I'm messing, I'm trying to catch one. I don't have any bait or nothing. And you know, they're bigger in this deeper water. There's a lot. You could eat here just from crawdads. There's so many. But these guys are big and fast and feisty. And I'm afraid if I grab down there, I'm just gonna get bit. Let's see if I can get this frog. Well, this is a fun place. If you had a kid, and obviously I'm acting like a little kid right now splashing in water, but there's these little places like this are just, there's so much life. And a lot of just fish, and frogs and everything. Frogs are edible, fish are edible, and crawdads are edible. So you could definitely have a forage base here. This is nice. Appalachian Trail is beautiful, folks. Absolutely beautiful. I tried to make a little trap. Let's see if I can get one. You really would like to catch this guy. So we're gonna hang out here for a bit and enjoy this water hole, but thank you for joining us today. We're at Eastern Mountain Preserve, which goes from here into New York. It's on the Appalachian Trail. It's huge. It goes into many, many towns. And we're on just the White Trail. That's all I can tell you. We're having a great time. So remember, track your way to our like and subscribe. Check out our store. Leave comments, you know, like even if it's, hey, stupid, I want to see you fall in, or hey, knucklehead, this is how you catch a crawdad, you know. We don't have any nets or traps or anything. I was just trying with my hands, but just remember, it's all about getting out there. Thank you. We'll see you out there. You're starting to look. I got a little crawdad. He's a juvenile and he's completely unharmed, but I did get one. So you can see this little fella. Oh, he is trying to bite me. That's how you hold him. He's tiny. He's a little lobster for, you know. Here he is. Now we'll We'll let him go. How you doing, bud?
Well, you know, it's a sliding scale. How are you?
Good.
Oh.
We're doing a video. You see anything cool out there?
No, the bell is keeping all the cool stuff away.
How far did you hike today?
Today? No idea.
Yeah, we're from CCIS.
Oh, nice.
We go squatching and stuff.
Wait, what is CCIS?
Here, Connecticut Cryptid Investigative Society.
Oh, you guys seen anything?
No, this place doesn't have much activity at all.
Yeah, I haven't, I saw a heron.
How far did you hike in and out?
This is day 3. I've gone 40 miles.
Wow.
I'm trying to get to Barrington.
Oh, wow.
Which was a bold choice. Oh,
Wow.
but, so
Yeah,
what, do you guys drive around looking for cryptids, or what?
We do, and we investigate reports. We got over 100 and something investigations. We get all kinds of reports. And we were just showing people forage basically a little crawdad, right? So we're gonna put him back.
Yeah, sorry for getting in the shot.
No, no, no. I was just showing them what they're like. He wants to pinch me bad. So they can stay out of the water, you know, about as long as a regular lobster. We're gonna let him go, and he's gonna make his way back to the water. Look at him go. I'm gonna help him out. I thought he would walk, and there he goes. He's going backwards. There he goes. Well, I didn't get skunked, people. What's your first name? I'm Colin.
Josh.
Josh, nice to meet you. Josh is in for his third day. Third day, 40 miles hike, and you still got about 20 miles ahead of you to Great Barrington.
There's a big crawdad right there's 2 of them right there.
Yeah, I didn't want to get bit.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't have a trap or anything. But we were explaining, that's a forage base. A place like this where the fish are concentrated. You got frogs, you got crawdads, you got fish, you got water. Things are going to gather here, and you got the possibility to see tracks. So you hike a lot.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm impressed.
I like cycle a lot. Hiking's more.
Ah.
This is the longest I've been out. Oh.
Kinda, did you pass any good water along the way back there?
Yeah. You got to get over the mountain. So yeah, up and over. Like it's pretty dry.
And what is it? Lakes, ponds, or
Streams.
rivers?
They're like creeks.
Like this?
Hi, buddy.
That's the boy.
This was actually more. There's more water here than what I saw.
I saw you take some water out here. Now, do you have a water filter?
Yeah, it's a smart straw.
This guy's
Or
awesome.
life straw.
So you're an honorary member of CCIS, but
Oh, thank you.
you could check us out on YouTube. You're going to be on a video. You don't hear any hooping or hollering or wood calls out there? See any big footprints or anything?
Oh, I haven't seen anything.
Any teepee structures?
No teepee structures.
No, keep at it,
Bye.
okay? Nice talking with you.
You too. All right.
Check us out. Yeah, we're going to keep making mud pies here. Considers himself an amateur hiker, you know. He's doing a 60-mile hike, his 4th day out here, and he's drinking this water. He's badass. He's badass. Oh, maybe the camera person's gonna go in. That would be funny. I would laugh my butt off. I would laugh my butt off. But we don't want anybody to get hurt. Yeah, I watched him scoop up this water, and that's what he's drinking. I mean, I can tell you that has Giardia at the very least, which they call beaver fever. And there's a beaver dam right up there, so you definitely got bacteria in here. And you can just tell by looking at it. It's still water, it's hot. That breeds all kinds of zooplankton, bacteria. I don't think you have to worry about any chemical contaminations this far in the woods. He certainly didn't seem to mind, and he looked like he was doing just fine. You never know. All of a sudden you hear a bell coming. Now that's him. The bell is to keep the bears and stuff away. He didn't seem very squatchy, did he? He didn't want to know anything. No. Anyway, we caught a crawdad. I got him. It took 8 hours, but I got that, which you can eat the tail part of. So I got that much food today. At that point, you might as well just eat the whole damn thing. shell and all. So that guy, 4 days in, and from here he's trying to make it to Great Barrington, which is probably where he's going to camp the night, right? My guess is he's going to do like a whole length of the Appalachian Trail, maybe from here to Maine. Not everybody does the whole length, but that's what you get when you're on the Appalachian Trail. You get a guy with a cowbell for bears and stuff. And see, I'm out here with my little fanny pack, and this guy's drinking water out of here. So that's what you get on the Appalachian Trail, and I give that guy much kudos. He was humble. He's like, no, I'm like, no, he's hardcore. You drinking that water, and you got another 20 miles to go on this rough terrain. That's an Appalachian Trail hikers. We're going 5 on the Squatchometer, even though this place is really way down here. But just for the fact of being on the Appalachian Trail, we're gonna give it a solid 5. You know, Connecticut Department of Tourism, enough with Gillette Castle. Let's get out here to these places. Maybe some people will come in. Not everybody wants to pay $12 for parking and then, you know, be in a crowd, only be able to go on the outside and buy overpriced t-shirts at the gift shop. I'm not putting Gillette Castle down. I'm just saying the Appalachian Trail runs through Connecticut. You can't see it, but there's all these holes here. And what that is little freshwater clams. And freshwater clams are kind of endangered in Connecticut. They need very clean water. And just like where I'm from in Maine, Lubec, the mud flats, and they're down in there. And these little holes, they're filter feeders, so they're bringing in zooplankton and then, you know, excreting out the same hole with their little grabbers. They're little ciliates. Cilia. And that's how they filter feed. I could, and you can eat these. I could dig these guys up. They're probably only in there that deep. But then I would really mess one up. I mean, you know, that's their habitat. You pull one out, you're basically killing it. And I don't have any reason to do that. But I'm sure if I looked along the shoreline, you'll find where raccoons have been eating them. And again, their shells are calcium, so they're not going to last long because something's going to eat them. Calcium is very important. All right, we've played in the mud enough today. Remember, it's all about getting out there. Covered bridge, wooden covered bridge. From what I understand, one of the oldest ones in the country. Housatonic River right there.